I got 3 companies that are about the IPO that you don't want to miss out on. You know what happens when you're late to the party? You don't get cake. I like cake. So the first IPO, Airbnb. Now I know a lot about Airbnb because I stayed in a bunch of them. When you're doing a cross-country trip and you're on the road for many months, you want to bargain and find good deals. You don't want to stay in fancy $200 a night hotels every night. You want to find someone's house where you could live in for a couple days with Martha and the kids and enjoy a nice room of privacy and hang out with the family and have spaghetti at the table. That's what Airbnb gives you. If you don't know much about Airbnb, it's like a hotel, but someone's home and you can live with them. Or they might not even be there. In my case, they were always there. One time, I was in one place with bunk beds. What was her name? Sally. She was on the top bunk. I was like, why are we on bunk beds and why am I in your bedroom and you're on the top bunk? You're 52. Anyway, there's no word yet on the IPO date, so we have to keep our ear to the street, listen for hoofbeats, bird's eye view, looking around. When's it going to happen? Airbnb hit a lofty $31 billion valuation at its peak, but was forced to accept an $18 billion valuation in a panicked fundraise in early April. So, $18 billion would be the market cap when this thing IPOs. Now, is it undervalued or overvalued? That's up for the investors to figure out and decide, should I invest or should I wait? Me personally, because I love Airbnb, I know the potential of this thing. I think $18 billion is valid. But let's look at the financials of this thing because they're not doing great. Airbnb in May laid off nearly 1,900 employees, or 25% of the company. Now, that sounds like a lot, but think about it. Every company was laying off employees. That really doesn't affect me. The company also slashed marketing costs and raised billions of dollars in debt. Billions. Numerous short-term rental hosts have also complained about late or missing payments from Airbnb. So, some financial issues there, but that's all to be, considered based on the Rona season happening. It's understandable, is what I'm saying. The coronavirus pandemic brought the travel industry to a halt, resulting in an estimated $330 billion of lost revenue since the beginning of March. Now, these things are written to incentivize hedge funds to scare you, to bring the share price down, so you sell them your shares, and then they buy in and make a whole bunch of money while you're thinking about, why did I sell it? So now that Airbnb is valued at $18 billion, I found this statistic. That's actually half of what the company was worth in 2017. So they're burning through a lot of money here. It's not looking good financially, but I think it's all on the upswing now. I think they're going to rocket to new levels financially, and when this IPO happens, I think the stock is going to get quite the boost. So as Rona season continues to die down, hopefully it continues to die down, and we get maybe a stimulus, all positive things. The worst looks like it's behind us. So as positive things continue to happen, I think Airbnb will continue to grow and go back online as people start to travel again and stay at these places. That's Airbnb. Keep an eye out for that one. Love Airbnb. It's in the news. It's hot. It's coming to a market exchange near you. All right, the next one is Palantir. I think I'm saying that right. It's a tech company ran by Peter Thiel, or Thiel, whatever. So Peter Thiel is a co-founder of PayPal. He was also an early investor in Facebook. This guy knows how to get into tech companies, so I'm listening. Palantir is CIA backed. They have a bunch of contracts with the government, and he's the co-founder of Palantir, which is what's in the association with the government. So what is Palantir? So from what I've read, it's some type of supercomputing, superpower, brain technology. It lasers out and solves equations. I'm pretty sure it beat that Magnus guy in chess. I'm pretty sure. Not 100%, but pretty sure. So Palantir, a tech company, supercomputers. It's currently valued at $20 billion. But they're also having a tough time with financials. I believe they're in debt. I don't think they ever turned a profit. So the company gained notoriety for its secrecy and government ties. Now listen, this guy might be a James Bond in disguise. He's doing some crazy things. The government says, hey, listen, we got an issue. Can you solve it? He goes, yeah. Boop. Hits the button on the Palantir machine. It spits out an answer like a fortune cookie. That's an incredible machine. I want to buy into this. The company licensed 2 pieces of software, Gotham and Foundry. Maybe he's in ties with Bruce Wayne. I don't know. And provides cloud computing services and in-person technology support. Its software is designed to aid in data analysis and is widely used by government agencies for tasks like managing complex supply chains or tracking terrorism suspects. Now, I heard the terrorism suspects keyword, and I did a little Google search. And what I found is going to blow your mind. Palantir, when you find this out, you're going to push all your chips in. All of them in. And if you don't push him in, Palantir is going to hit that green button and make you push him in. So check out this article I found, the Sunday Times. If we zoom in down here, the Silicon Valley outfit, now this is deep, pay attention. The Silicon Valley outfit, chaired by co-founder Peter Thiel, had made its name working with 3-letter government agencies, including the MOD. Its software combined through mountains of data to provide intelligence for planning attacks, coordinated disaster relief, and finding bad guys. What bad guys? It gets deep. The most famous case of the latter was the 2011 assassination of Osama bin Laden. The CIA used Palantir to help zero in on the terrorist location. Come on. Is that not crazy? So the government goes to Palantir and says, hey, listen, this Osama guy, he's running wild. He's causing issues. We need to take him down. Where is he? Peter Thiel says, hey, listen, we got this machine. We hit a button. It tells you where he is. They go, really? He hits the button. Bing. It's like on MapQuest. It just zones in. Says, there he is. He's at his home. Why don't you just check there? And now they have to give him a $200 million check because they didn't think to check his home. But listen, this supercomputer found him. Didn't matter where he was. It just found him. I don't know how they're doing it. They got eyes in the sky or something, but it works. Palantir helped in the assassination of Osama bin Laden, one of the biggest terrorists of all time. This supercomputer is insane. It's probably predicting the future. So jumping into the financials, Palantir's revenue in 2019 was $742 million, nearly 25% more than the year before. Okay. Its net loss of $580 million was about the same as 2018. The company, which has raised more than $3 billion in funding and has valued private market investors at $20 billion, has not turned a profit since it was founded in 2003. Red flag. All right. They're obviously not making a lot of money because they're only working on like high-end contracts when they need to find a person of high importance. They're not working on like Kim Kardashian and Kanye West things. You know, what outfit are they wearing? Zone in on their house so we can find out. They're not doing that. They're doing high-end, top security James Bond stuff. So I'm buying in when they go public because I feel like if I don't, they're just going to hit a button and my bank account's going to zero out. That's Palantir. Last but not least, Robinhood. For all the Robinhooders, all the people that got into stock trading, I bet you started with Robinhood. It's an easy, simple to use platform. They paved the way for commission-free investing. And because of that, I'm happy because I was paying $14 per trade. Now I'm paying $0 because everyone followed, because they were getting beat. Everyone was moving to Robinhood. They were leaving all the other brokers. Now they're all free. So we could go back to the fancy brokers or stay with Robinhood if you like simplicity. You're wondering, how does Robinhood make money? Maybe you know because it's been circulating for so long. I like this quote I found. This is a great quote. We learned through the free business models of Google and Facebook that if you aren't paying for a product, you are the product. It's no different with Robinhood. Genius quote. Whoever wrote that, green flag. So for a company to be profitable, they have to make money. For us to invest in them, we have to see that there's growth. So how are they making money? They're making money off us. They're also making money off that gold membership if you sign up for that. They're also making money with the bank cards they do with interest and fees. So they're starting to find ways to make money now, which is good. So they're kind of prepping up for when they go public. Robinhood's user growth has been exploding this year during the pandemic. Obviously, everyone's home. They don't know what to do. It's not Netflix and chill. It's Netflix and trade now. They've reached 1 million users in 2016 and had grown that to 6 million by October 2018. So from 1 million to 6 million in 2 years, as far as users go. Really good. So they added approximately 3 million in the first quarter of this year and over 13 million users today. They are mostly very small accounts. However, according to JMP Securities, the average Robinhood account has only, take a guess, I'll wait. So the average Robinhooder has $1,000 to $5,000 in their account, and we are the majority of Robinhood traders. So as far as valuation for their IPO, they had a Series F round in May that raised $280 million on a valuation of $8 billion. Then they announced another $320 million, raising their valuation to $8.6 billion. So right now, Robinhood is valued at $8.6 billion. I actually like this. I like the small valuation and that they're not making a lot of revenue because there's plenty of opportunity in the future. So I don't know when the IPOs are going to be announced or released, but they all seem like they are in the works. They're going to happen. They're just going to pop up one day apparently, or they might release dates a few days in advance. That's it, guys. Hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, by watching this channel, oh, I don't have my laptop, you're getting a little bit closer to retiring young.